Everyone, so this is the new Patagonia DOS Light hoodie. It was introduced just about 2 weeks ago at the same time as the Patagonia DOS Parka, which is a heavier, much heavier version. This is very similar to the Patagonia Micro Puff hoodie. If you've seen that, you can see that the interior pattern is, it's almost exactly the same. The difference is that you have this outside waterproof or water resistant shell. It is a lot longer. It does have a two-way zipper. My waist is about here. You can see that it's a fair bit longer. It's got this front pocket here. No interior pockets. 2 pockets here, which would be great. It should be able to accommodate a harness. I haven't tried it yet with a harness on. It does have a helmet compatible hood. I would say it would be a little tight over a helmet, but in comparison to the Micro Puff would definitely have to be under a helmet. This would be over. It doesn't have any thumb loops, to tell you the new DOS Parka does, but I don't really feel like it needs it. These are elastic cuffs. It does stuff into its own pocket. It's the left front pocket that it stuffs into and has the double zipper there. It takes a little bit of work to get it stuffed into the pocket. It took me, I got it on the first try, but you do really have to press it down if you want to zip it closed. I don't think you have to zip it closed, but if you really wanted to get it all the way in there, it takes a few minutes. I'm not going to do it now because it'd be a big waste of time. It is quite warm. I am wearing a sweater right now, but you can tell that, I could feel like I was already getting very warm. And you can see here again, this is the interior. It's a Micro Puff with a shell and some extra features, which is not a bad thing. The Micro Puff is really popular, and one of the criticisms of the Micro Puff is the fact that it's a little fragile. You can already tell though, from me throwing it around, it kind of sounds like a plastic bag in the interior. It is a little noisy. I don't think that detracts from the jacket though. This is a belay, hoodie. It's a light belay hoodie. It's not intended to wear while moving around very much, so you wouldn't have as much noise. Just to compare to one that I do wear a lot to move around, this is a lot lighter version. This would be similar to like the Nano Air or an Arc'teryx LT. This is the Mammut Rime Inflex. I've had this for a few years and worn it in the Alps and the White Mountains and here in the Cascades. Probably my favorite jacket. As I might have mentioned, it is a little oversized, but doesn't feel too big, as in I feel like it can stretch easily over a jacket. I don't feel like I'm constricted here at all wearing, a sweater and this other jacket. I'm having a little difficulty here with the zipper. Let's see if we can get it. It is a double zipper, so sometimes that takes a little more effort. There we go. Once you get it, it's not so bad. I feel like I can move everything. Looks, I think, fairly good. Like I said though, I think the hood is a little tight. I will test it later with a helmet. I think it'll fit. I think it'll just be a little bit much. The main purpose of this jacket, I think, would fit a bit of a niche in that if you were in a very wet place, if you were in a very cold place, maybe not as cold, requiring a big belay parka, but wanted something that was extremely light, warm, and could protect you from rain or sleet or snow for a little while. This is a great choice. It's pretty expensive. I think this is almost, with taxes and everything, it's $350 or $330 without. The DOS Parka, which is their full parka, which is new this year, I think is over $400. It's very similarly priced, oddly, to the Fitzroy, which I would think that the Fitzroy would probably be a warmer jacket or comparable. So it's just for a synthetic jacket, I feel like they're charging quite a lot for the DOS Parka. I think if you already have a down parka, and maybe you're looking for something a little bit lighter, something in between, especially if you're going into wet weather, this would be a great option. I think it's a really nice jacket. As I mentioned, it's a little bit noisy. It's not as fragile. as it feels, I don't think. I don't feel like I would rip this too easily. And again, this wouldn't be something I feel like you would be walking around for very long in unless it got really cold, the weather really changed, and you needed to throw something over the top. And you can see here in the back they do have a little pull string for the hood. They don't have anything on the waist, just as an FYI, which I don't really feel like I need, but some of you that might be important. Anyways, this is the new Patagonia DOS Light Hoodie, introduced here in 2020. Pretty nice jacket, kind of some weird colors in regards to the yellow and the purple. It also does come in black though. I think the blue looks great. A little bit disappointed that the DOS parka only comes in black and red. I was hoping they would have a blue, and then maybe I would have gotten that as well, even though I probably don't need either one. Thanks so much for watching.